Rama Pattabhisheka Ghattam Valmiki Ramayanam Summary. Ramayana is well known. This presentation is a summary on the Rama Pattabhisheka Ghattam of Valmiki Ramayana. This comes at the end of the Yudha Kanda. A recitation of the complete slokas has been presented separately in the earlier episode.
Verses 1 to 12.
Rama reached the outskirts of Ayodhya after completion of his 14 years of exile in the forest. Bharata received him. Bharata requested Rama to take back the kingdom of Ayodhya, saying, "You gave this kingdom to me and treated my mother's words respectfully. Just as you gave it to me at that time, in the same way I am giving it to you again. Just as a young ox cannot carry alone a heavy load which can be carried forward only by a strong bull, I cannot carry this heavy burden." Shirasyanjalimadhaya Kaikeyyanandavardhanah Bhavashe Bharato Jyeshtham Ramam Satyaparakramam Pujita Mamika Mata Dattam Rajyamidam Mama Taddadami Punastubhyam Yatha Tvamadada Mama Duramekachina Anyastam Rishabhena Baliyasa Kishoriva Gurum Bharam Anabodu Mahamutsahe.
Verses 13 to 47.
Rama accepted the offer and sat on an auspicious seat. Bharatasya vacha shrutva Rama Parapuranjaya Tatheti Pratijagraha Nishasadasane Shubhe. Now they all proceed towards Ayodhya. Bharata took bath first, followed by Lakshmana, Sugriva and Vibhishana. Rama had his matted locks disentangled and bathed. He stood there shining with splendor, smeared with sandal paste of various colors, and adorned with picturesque clothes and garlands. Purvam tu bharate snate Lakshmane cha mahabale Sugrive vanarendre cha rakshasendre vibhishane Vishodita jatasnataha Chitramalyanulepanaha Maharha vasano Ramaha Tasthau Tatra Shayajvalan. Sita was also adorned. Shatrughna made all arrangements for the function. Rama mounted on an excellent chariot and sat there majestically. A procession started with everyone dressed beautifully. Bharata took up the reins. Shatrughna held the solemn umbrella on Rama's head. Lakshmana winnowed a fan. Vibhishana held a white fan. In the sky, groups of sages, celestials, and the host of the gods praised Rama. Sugriva mounted an elephant named Shatrunjaya, looking like a mountain. assuming human forms and adorned with all types of ornaments. The monkeys set out, mounting on 9,000 elephants, accompanied by the sounds of conches buzzing in the ears and sounds of kettle drums. Rama proceeded towards the city of Ayodhya. Hariyuktam Sahasraksho Ratham Indra Iva Nagaha Prayayo Rathamasthaya Ramo Nagaramuttamam Jagraha Bharato Rashmihi Satrugnas Shatramadade Lakshmano Vyajanam Tasya Murgni Samparya Svetam Cha Balavyajanam Jagraha Puratasthitaha Aparam Chandrasankasam Rakshasendro Vibhishanah Rishangaistada Akase Devaischa Samarudganaihi Stuyamanasya Ramasya Shushruve Maduradhvanihi Tatas Satrunjayan Nama Kunjaram Parvatopamam Arurohe Mahatejaha Sugriva Pravagarshabha Navanage Sagasrani Yajurasthaya Vanaraha Manusham Vigraham Krutva Sarvabharana Bhushitaha Shankashabda Pranadaische Dundubhinam Janisvanaihi Prayayu Purusha Vyagraha Tampurim Harmyamalinim. Some attendants and musicians with their musical instruments walked in front of Rama's procession. The citizens of Ayodhya hosted flags on every house. Rama reached the beautiful palace occupied by the Ikshvaku kings. Approaching and entering the palace of his father, Rama offered salutation to Kausalya, Sumitra and Kaikeyi. Then he told Bharata, "Give this great palace of mine, which looks excellent with Ashoka garden and consisting of pearls and cat's eye gems, to Sugriva for his stay." Hearing those words of Rama, Bharata, holding Sugriva by his hand, entered that house. Atha Bravit Rajasuto Bharatam Dharminam Varam Arthopahitaya Vacha Madhuram Raghunandanah Piturbhavanam Asadya Pravishya cha Mahatmanah Kausalyam cha Sumitram cha Kaikeyim Abhivadya cha Yacha Madbhavanam Sreshtam Sashokavanikam Mahat Mukta Vaidurya Sankirnam Sugrivaya Nivedaja Tasya tad vachanam shrutva Bharatas Satya Vikramah Panogrihitva Sugrivam Pravivesha Tamalajam.
Verses 48 to 58.
The arrangements for the coronation ceremony starts. Bharata requested Sugriva to make arrangements for Rama's coronation. Sugriva then gave 4 golden jars encrusted with jewels to 4 leaders of the monkeys and directed them to fetch waters from the 4 oceans. The great-souled monkeys leapt quickly into the sky. Jambavan, Hanuman, Vegadarshi and Rishabha brought water from 500 rivers. Sushena brought water from the eastern sea. Rishabha from the southern sea, Gavaya from the western sea, and Nala from the northern sea. Uvacha cha Mahatejaha Sugrivam Raghavanujah Abhishekaya Ramasya Dutan Ajñapaya Prabhu Savarnan Vanarendranam Saturnam Chaturo Ghatan Dado Kshipram Sasugrivaha Sarvaratna Vibhushitan Yatha Pratyusha Samaje Chaturnam Sagaram Bhasam Purnair Ghatai Pratikshadvam Tatha Kurutavanaraha Evamukta Mahatmano Vanara Varanopamah Utpetur Gaganam Shighram Garuda Iva Shigragah Jambavamscha Hanumamscha Vegadarshi cha Vanara Rishabhaschaiva Karashane Jalapurnan Atha Nayan Nadishatanam Panchanam Jalam Kumbheshu Chaharan Purvat Samudrat Kalasham Jalapurnam Atha Nayate Sushena Sattvasampannahe Sarvaratne Vibhushitam Rishabho Dakshina Atturnam Samudrat Jalamaharate Raktachandana Shakhabihi Sambrutam Kanchanam Ghatam Gavaya Paschima Attojam Ajahare Maharnavad Ratnakumbhena Mahata Sitam Maruta Vikramaha Uttaracha Jalam Shighram Garuda Nila Vikramaha Ajahara Sadharmatma Nara Sarva Gunan Vitaha.
Verses 59 to 72.
Now comes the coronation ceremony. Shatrughna reported to their chief priest Vasishtha that water intended for Rama's coronation had been brought. Vasishtha prevailed upon Rama to occupy along with Sita on a seat made of precious stones. Vasishtha, Vamadeva, Kashyapa, Katyayana, Suyajna, Gautama and Vijaya consecrated Rama with clear and fragrant water as the 8 Vasus consecrated the thousand-eyed Indra, the Lord of the Celestials. Vasishtha and others got him consecrated with Brahmanas officiating as priests and by virgins, ministers, warriors as well as merchants, sprinkling the sap of all kinds of medicinal herbs. The 4 gods, the guardians of the worlds, stood in the air, and with all the gods assembled there, sprinkled the sap on Rama. Then Rama was adorned with the crown. This crown was the one which Emperor Manu was adorned while he was consecrated. This was the one which the kings followed in his line were successively adorned while they were coronated. It was studded with precious jewels, fashioned by Brahma at the beginning of creation. It was decorated with many kinds of precious stones, studded with gold, graced with abundant riches. Decorated and shiningly made with most charming jewels of various kinds, it was dazzling with splendor. Tadastairvanarasreshtaihi Anitam Prekshata Jalam Abhishekaja Ramasya Shatrughna Sachivai Saha पुरोहिताय श्रेष्ठाय सुहृद्भ्यश्च न्यवेदयत् ततः स प्रयतो वृद्धो वसिष्ठो ब्रह्मणैः सह रामं रत्नमये पीठे सह सीतं न्यवेशयत् वसिष्ठो वामदेवश्च जाबालिरथकाश्यपः कात्यायनः सुयज्ञश्च गौतमो विजयस्तथा अभ्यसिञ्चन् नरव्याघ्रं प्रसन्नेन सुगन्धिना सलिलेन सहस्राक्षं वसवं यथा ऋत्विग्भिर्ब्राह्मणैः पूर्वं कन्याभिर्मन्त्रिभिस्तथा योधैश्चैवाभ्यसिञ्चन्स्ते सम्प्रहृष्टाः सनैगमैः सर्वौषधिरसैर्दिव्यैः दैवतैर्नभसि स्थितैः चतुर्भिर्लोकपालैश्च सर्वैर्देवैश्च सङ्गतैः ब्रह्मणा निर्मितं पूर्वं किरीटम् अरत्नशोभितम् अभिषिक्तपुराजेन मनुस्तं दीप्ततेजसं तस्यान्भवाये राजानः क्रमात् एनाभिषेचिताः सभायां हेमक्लुप्तायां शोभितायां जनैः रत्नैर्नानाविधैश्चैव चित्रितायां सुशोभनैः नानारत्नमये पीठे कल्पयित्वा यथाविधि किरीटेन ततः पश्चात् वसिष्ठेन महात्मना ऋत्विग्भिर्भूषणैश्चैव समयोक्षतराघवः Shatrugna held over Rama a white and charming umbrella, Sugriva a white whisk, and Vibhishana another whisk shining like the moon. Encouraged by Indra, the lord of the celestials, the wind god presented to Rama a golden garland consisting of 100 lotuses and which shone brilliantly. Induced by Indra, the wind god presented to Rama a chain of pearls adorned with gems and endowed with several types of precious stones. The celestial musicians gracefully sang and troops of apsaras danced. On that occasion of coronation to Rama, the earth was bearing a rich crop. The trees were laden with fruits and fragrant flowers. Chatram tudasya jagrahe Shatrugna panduram shubham Svetam cha valavyajanam Sugrivo vanareshwaraha Aparam chandrasankasam Rakshasendro Vibhishanah Malam Jwalantim Vapusha Kanchanim Asadapushkaram Raghavaye Dadu Vajuhu Vasavena Prachoditah Sarvaratna Samayuktam Mani Ratna Vibhushitam Muktaharam Narendraje Dadu Shakra Prachoditah Prajagurul Deva Gandharva Nanrutuschapsado Ganaha Abhisheke Tadarhasya Tada Ramasya Dhimatah Bhumis Sasyavati Chaiva Phalavantascha Padapaha Gandhavanti Pushpani Babhu Raghavotsave.
Verses 73 to 88.
Then follows the presentation of gifts. Rama gave away to the priests 100,000 horses and cows as well as 100 bulls. He gave them also 30 crores of gold coins, all kinds of very costly jewels and garments. To Sugriva he gave a beautiful crown studded with plenty of gems. To Angada he gave a bracelet worn on upper arm, studded with cat's-eye gems and adorned with jewels and gems. Sahasra Satamashwanam Dhenunam Chagavam Tatham Dadau Shatam Vrishan Purvam Dijebhyo Manujarshabha Trimshat Kotir Hiranyasya Brahmanebhyo Dadau Punah Nana Bharanavastrani Maharhani Charaghavah Arkarashmi Pratikasham Kanchanim Manivigraham Sugrivaya Sajam Divyam Prayachan Manujarshabha Vaidurja Manichitrecha Vajra Ratna Vibhushite Valiputraya Dhritiman Angade Dadau. Rama presented to Sita an excellent string of pearls furnished with superior gems shining like a beam of moonlight. He also gave her 2 clean and beautiful garments and lovely ornaments. Sita looked at Hanuman and took off that pearl string from her neck. Noticing this, Rama told Sita, "Dear Sita, give the pearl necklace to any person with whom you are pleased and in whom the qualities of sharpness, firmness, renown, dexterity, competence, modesty, prudence, virility, prowess and intelligence are ever present." Sita gave that pearl necklace to Hanuman. Hanuman, by wearing that necklace, which was as white as a heap of moonlight beams, shone brilliantly as a mountain silvered by a white cloud. All the elder ones among the monkeys and others who were foremost among the monkeys were honored suitably with clothes and ornaments. Manipravarajushtam cha muktaharam anuttamam Sitayai pradado Ramaha Chandra Rashmi Samaprabham Araje Vasasi Divye Shubhanyabharanani cha Avekshamana Vaidehi Pradado Vayusu Nabe Avamuchyat Manakantat Dharam Janakanandini Avekshatahariyam Sarvan Bhartaram Che Muhurmuh Tamingidajñas Samprekshe Bhavashe Janakatmajam Pradehi Subhayeharam Yasya Tushtasi Bhamini Paurusham Vikramo Buddhihi Yasmin Etani Sarvashah Dadau sa Vayuputraya Tamharamasi Kshanam Anumam Stena Harene Sushubhe Vanararshabha Chandram Suchaya Gaurene Sveta Bhrene Ethachalah Tato Dvidamaindabhyam Nilayatha Parantapah Sarvan Kamagunan Vikshe Pradadau Vasudhadhipah Sarvavanar Vruddhascha Echanyevanareshwarah Vasobhirbhushana ischaiva Yatarham Pradipujitah. Rama then suitably honored Vibhishana, Sugriva, Hanuman, Jambavan and all other eminent monkeys with desired objects and abundant gifts. All of them went back delighted in mind, even as they had come. Thereafter, all those excellent, great-souled monkeys, headed by Sugriva, offered their salutations to Rama and, getting permission from him, returned to to Kishkinda. Vibhishana also returned to Lanka. Sugriva Vanarasreshta Drishtva Ramabhishekanam Pujitaschaiva Ramena Kishkindham Pravishat Purim Ramena Sarvakamaischa Yatarham Pratipujitah Vishanopi Dharmatma Sakatairnairtarshabaihim Labdhva Kuladanam Raja Lankam Prayat Vibhishanah.
Verses 89 to 105.
Valmiki then describes the Ramarajya, the administration of the kingdom by Rama. Rama asked Lakshmana to help him in the governance of the country by being the prince regent. Lakshmana politely refused and Rama made Bharata the prince regent. Rama propitiated the gods by performing many times the Poundarika, Ashwamedha, Vajapeya and other sacrifices. He performed a number of horse sacrifices and presented numerous gifts. He ruled this earth with Lakshmana as his companion. He propitiated the Almighty with many kinds of rituals with the teamwork of his sons, brothers and relatives. While Rama was ruling the kingdom, there were no widows to lament. There was no danger to people from wild animals. There was no fear of diseases. The country was bereft of thieves. There were no crimes like robberies. No one felt worthless. There were no occasions when old people had to perform obsequies concerning youngsters. Every creature felt pleased. Everyone was intent on virtue. Turning their eyes towards Rama alone, creatures did not kill one another. People survived for thousands of years with thousands of their progeny, all free from illness and grief. The talks of the people centered around Rama, Rama and Rama alone. The world became Rama's world. The trees there were bearing flowers and fruits regularly, without any injury by pests and insects. The clouds were raining in time, and the wind was delightful to the skin. The class of people belonging to the priests, the warriors, the merchants, the farmers, the servants, and all others were performing their own duties, satisfied with their own work and bereft of any greed. While Rama was ruling, the people were intent on righteousness and lived without telling lies. All the people were endowed with excellent characteristics. All were engaged in virtue. Rama was engaged in the kingship thus for 11,000 years. Rajyam dasasahasrani prapya varshani raghavaha sataswamedhan ajaghre sadashvan bhuri dakshinan ajanulamba bahusya mahaskanda pratapavan lakshmananusaro ramaha पृथिवीं अन्वपालयत् राघवश्चापि धर्मात्मा प्राप्य राज्यम् अनुत्तमम् ईजे बहुविधैर्यज्ञैः ससुहृज्ञातिबान्धवः न पर्यदेवन् विधवा न च व्यालकृतं भयम् न व्याधिजं भयं वापि रामे राज्यं प्रशासति निर्दस्युरभवल्लोको नानत्र कञ्चिदस्पृशत् न च स्म वृद्धा बालानां प्रेतकार्याणि कुर्वते सर्वं मुदितमेवासीत् सर्वो धर्मपरो भवत् राममेवानुपश्यन्तो नाभ्यहिंसन् परस्परम् आसन् वर्षसहस्राणि तथा पुत्रसहस्रिणः निरामया विशोकाश्च रामे राज्यं प्रशासति रामो रामो रामजिति प्रजानाम् अभवन् कथाः रामभूतं जगदभूत् रामे राज्यं प्रशासति नित्यपुष्पा नित्यफला तलवस्कन्धविस्तृताः काले वर्षी च पर्जन्यः सुखस्पर्शश्च मारुतः ब्राह्मणा क्षत्रिया वैश्याः शूद्रा अलोपविवर्जिताः स्वकर्मसु प्रवर्तन्ते तुष्टा स्वैरेव कर्मभिः आसन् प्रजा धर्मरता रामे शासति नानृताः सर्वे लक्षणसम्पन्नाः सर्वे धर्मपरायणाः दशवर्षसहस्राणि दशवर्षशतानि च भ्रातृभिः सहितः श्रीमान् रामो राज्यमकारयत्.
Verses 106 to 123. The benefit of hearing this epic, the Palashruti, follows.
It says that whosoever reads and listens to this foremost lyric, written at first by sage Valmiki, would be endowed with a righteousness, fame, and longevity in life. It would deliver them from all misfortunes. It would fetch victory to kings. On hearing the narrative of the coronation of Rama, a person seeking for sons gets sons. A person looking for wealth gets the riches. A king conquers the earth and overcomes his enemies. Just as Kausalya has Rama as her son, or Sumitra has Lakshmana, or Kaikeyi has Bharata, the women can become mothers of such sons, endowed with children as well as grandchildren, and thus become happy forever. The person who hears with attention and with a subdued anger overcomes all difficulties. Those who are away from their homes would get reunited with their family and relatives and become happy. They get all the boons entreated from Rama. All the gods and the forefathers get pleased forever. The adorer and the reader of this ancient epic gets relieved of all sins. Rama gets pleased with him who listens to or reads Ramayana daily. Rama is indeed the eternal Vishnu, the Lord of preservation. Tell this epic, which occurred long ago in this manner, to those who ask for it fearlessly. Let there be happiness to you. Let the strength of Vishnu increase. Residence in heaven is assured to those persons who transcribe with devotion this collection of poems depicting the story of Rama. By listening to this highly auspicious poetical composition, a person gets a family prosperity, augmentation in money and gain, superior spouse, and exquisite happiness. This narrative is to be listened invariably by good people seeking for wisdom, longevity, health, fame, fraternity, intelligence, welfare, and brilliance. Dhanyam yasasya ayushyam rajnyam cha vijayavaham adikavyam idam tvarsham pura valmikina kritam yapate shrunuya alloke narapapad vimuchyate putrakaamastu putran vai dhanakamo dhanani cha labhate manujo loke Shrutva Ramabhishechanam Mahim Vijayate Raja Ripumscha Adhitisthati Raghavena Yatha Mata Sumitra Lakshmanena Cha Bharate Neva Kaikeyi Jivaputra Sthatha Striyaha Bhavishyanti Sadanandaha Putra Pautra Samanvitaha Shrutva Ramayanamidam Dirghamayuscha Vindati Ramasya Vijayam Chaiva Sarvamaklishta Karmana Shrunoti Ayidam Kavyam Arsham Valmikina Kritam Shraddhadhano Jitakrodho Durgan Aditaratyasau Samagamam Pravasante Labhate achapi bandhavaihi prartitamsya varan sarvan prapniyat iha raghavat shravanena suras sarve priyante asamsprisham vatam vinayakascha shamyanti grihe tishtanti yasya vai vijayeti mahim raja Pravasi aswastiman vrajet Striyo rajaswala ashrutva Putran asujiranuttaman Pudayamsya patam shemam Itihasam puratanam Sarvapapat pramucchete Dirghamayuravapnuyat Pranamya sirasa nityam Shrotavyam kshatriyer dvijat Aishwaryam putralabhascha bhavishyati na samshayah Ramayanamidam krishnam shrunvata patata sada priyate satatam ramaha sahi vishnu sanatanah adidevo mahabahu harir narayana prabhu sakshat ramo raghuseshtaha Sesho Lakshmana Uchyate Kutumba Vruddhim Dhanadanya Vruddhim Striyascha Mukyat Sukamuttamam Cha Shrutva Subham Kavyamidam Mahartham Prapnoti Sarvam Bhuvicharta Siddhim Ayushyamarogyakaram Yashasyam Saubhratrikam Buddhikaram Sukam Cha Shrotavyamatan niyamena sadbihi Akhyanamojaskaramruddhikamaihi Evametat pura vrittam Akhyanam badhramastuvaha Pravyakharata visrabdham Balam Vishnu pravardhatam Devascha sarve tushyanti Grahanat shravanat thatam Ramayanasya shravanati tushyanti pitarasthatha Bhaktya Ramasya Echayamam Samhitam Rishina Krutam Lekayanti Kachanaraha Tesham Vasas Tribishtape.